What's going on, guys? So today I got my BP50. I'm also using a new phone. I had another phone. I have a few phones, but one of them I couldn't use a mobile game on it anymore. So I bought a new one. It was like 40 bucks. Um, that's a whole different subject. Anyways, let me know how the quality of this looks. If the audio is messed up, I may try this on a few videos. I may go back to my old phone. Anyway, I just want to do an accuracy test with the Beeman BP50. It's been a while since I used this in an accuracy test. I'm going to be about 15 feet away. So there's the target. And I'm going to be right here. And that is about 5 footsteps. So I'm obviously going to be behind this. This is like 5 footsteps. I'm going to be behind it and having my hand out. So I'll probably be like 13 or 14 feet away from this, roughly. So I'm going to use alien play balls. I seem to get the best results with those in my Beeman BP50. I want to try this again because I've shot this thing about 500 times at this point now, and I've been widening out the barrel with the 12.6 millimeter nylon balls. I've made a few videos with me shooting these orange ones. They're kind of a large bore size for this barrel. When I first did my accuracy test, I barely put like 3 CO2s through it, and I noticed when I was shooting it was going down to the left a little bit, and now that I've worked this barrel in a little bit, I believe it's shooting straighter than it was before. So I'm gonna check that. Before I was aiming like a bullseye from about 15 feet away, and it'd be hitting like down here constantly, or I'd aim up here and it'd constantly be hitting like right here. So I'm gonna check this out. Got one of these cats out here, and that's dust. But yeah, I'm just gonna accuracy test. Probably this won't be that long of a video, hopefully. So I'm just gonna get it going and get on it. I forgot to mention it's probably about 80 degrees out here right now, maybe 77 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm using this tank because I don't want to keep using a bunch of CO2, 12 grams, and this is probably about 250 grams. So it's about half capacity, and it's a cool day. I'm not going to do chronograph testing. I just want to see what this is doing, or check the accuracy on this. All right, you guys, Lapco remote line adapter for this marker. It works better than the MCS tank adapter because it doesn't interfere with the magazine release or whatever. So I'm aiming for bullseye. I'm gonna see if this is any better than how it used to be. And here's the first shot. So yeah, once again, I'm aiming straight for bullseye with my iron sights from about 15 feet away. Still looks like it's down. So it's still definitely like down to the left. I'm gonna try adjusting my aim a little bit, but I feel like it's still about that same area. All right, so I'm still aiming for bullseye, but I've kind of adjusted the angle of the launcher. Could have just been me, but the third and fourth shot were on that 8 ring, closer to bullseye, but not bullseye. That was on the 9, and it's almost at the bullseye. So maybe I was just aiming wrong previously. That one's closer. I'll show you guys how this is turning out. I think I got one more shot. This was the first shot. This was the second shot. 3 and 4 were right here. This is shot 5. This was shot 6. All I've done really is it might be hard to see on this camera and stuff, but instead of kind of like aiming like this, I kind of just kind of turn the angle a little bit different. I don't usually do that. I usually use iron sights, and when I use them the same way on all launchers and BB guns and BB rifles and stuff. So this is the last shot on this magazine. Pretty sure I hit a little bit above but I think I just needed to adjust my aiming to get the bullseye. So mine is now hitting a little bit better just from me kind of adjusting my aim. I'm not aiming up here or nothing. I'm just kind of changing the angle a little bit of how I'm aiming this downrange. So before I kind of had it like that, and now I'm kind of like pointing it up a little bit. So my, I don't know, my front and back sights aren't aligned. They're kind of like, the front sight's a little bit up from the back sight with this new angle I'm trying. So I'm gonna switch out the target, put in another 7 alien plays, and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, new target, same Beeman, same everything, still using the CO2 tank, and alien plays. I'm still 15 feet away. I'm still gonna aim the same way I just been aiming, which is a little bit different, but it works. Alright, so I did all 7. I'll show you guys what that looks like. So my first shot was here. I sort of adjusted my aiming to how I was aiming it the previous paper with the last 3 shots. And I hit here, and then I hit here, and then I just kind of let them loose, and I got these. So it may just have been me, that first accuracy test video, but I do have to kind of aim this different than how I'm accustomed to make it hit the bullseye and stuff. Because usually when I aim, like I said earlier, when I aim like my Salt Supply S2 or my TR50 or the HDP50 or like my TCR or anything like that, like I'm always aiming those the same way. And all those other launchers aside from this one have pretty much been more accurate without me having to adjust my aim accordingly for each launcher. So it could just be my sights, it could just be my my barrel. I'm just gonna degas this pretty quick. Alright, you guys, this was the first paper. First shot, second shot, I started kind of adjusting where my sights are lined up. So then I started hitting it up here a little bit better. But that's the way I'm aiming. This isn't the normal way I wouldn't aim my other launchers, just because I'm kind of, I guess, compensating for it being off. So instead of aiming like that, I'm kind of doing that a little bit, and over a distance it makes a difference. So I'm kind of doing it like this now instead of having them lined up like that, because I typically always shot my things with all the sights aligned and not up or down from the front or back sight. Like I'm pretty sure that's how you're supposed to aim stuff, but with mine and this barrel being dumb to put it nicely, it's just inaccurate, I guess, because I feel like this is like smaller at the tip, but I've been shooting a bunch of these larger orange balls through it to help sort of straighten it out or open it up so that it has less influence when the balls actually leave the barrel in courting a trajectory. But that's just mine. There could be barrels that are perfectly fine or sights that are perfectly fine, but mine's kind of off a little bit. So I'm kind of aiming like this now, and it's hitting better on the bullseye instead of flattening out the sights like that. Because this is how I do it with like my HDP50 and the Salt Supply S2 and stuff. Like I'm always aiming like with flattened sights like this and not up like that, like misaligned, and they're not down like that. They're pretty much like lining up all 3 of the sights. But anyways, second target, hit here, first shot, second shot, third shot, and then I just started firing and got these. So that's it for this video. A little bit better, but I have to adjust my aim, and I have to kind of change the way I look down this sight rail. So anyways, you guys have a good one. Let me know if this camera and audio is okay. I don't have to use this phone. I'm just trying it out. So I'll probably make a few more videos with this phone. But you guys have a good one, and see you next time.